March 20th was the official start of spring in 2025. In fact, I can hear the birds singing right now, and it sounds so amazing. So in today's Reset Monday, I want to talk to you about resetting for spring. You know, I've done so many videos on resetting for the new year. And of course, every Monday we talk about Reset Monday. What can we do with our nutrition, with our sleep, with our lifestyles, and all of the different ways that we can actually reset. And that's why we have Reset Monday. What are the different ways that I can remind you each and every week that it's okay to get back on track? It's okay to have stopped, but you just need to start again. That's the most important reason that I like to come on every single Monday, to let you know that it's not going to look perfect. And so each and every one of you needs to start again. So the reason that I'm thinking about spring, and besides the fact that I can't wait for summer, but you know, when we talk about resolutions in the beginning of the year, that at this point in time, as of March 30th, only about 9% of people have actually kept their New Year's resolutions. That's a pretty sad number, and I think you're worth far more than that. So what I want to talk to you today in today's Reset Monday is, how do we reset for spring? What are the things that you can start doing now? How can you take the things that you really thought you wanted to do back in January, or maybe last year, or maybe 10 years ago? What are those things that you need to start to lean into, and how can you do that? So springtime is really this wonderful time of its rebirth. All the flowers are coming out, and the trees are going to start to bud, and the birds are singing, and everything seems to come back to life. And I feel like springtime should be that time when more of us should really lean into resetting. I mean, I think it would make more sense to make springtime resolutions rather than New Year's resolutions when it's cold and it's dark and we're tired and we just don't feel like going outside or doing a thing come January. But springtime's different. Springtime makes us want to go outside. It makes us want to move our bodies more. It makes us want to wake up. It makes us want to go out and smell the flowers and see what's growing out there. I was out in my garden the other day looking at, I've got irises coming up, and my daffodils should be popping up within the next couple of weeks. And it's so fun to see this new growth. And so this is what I want to encourage you to do, is what kind of new growth can you lean into? Think about the reasons that maybe you didn't hold on to your New Year's resolutions. What do you want to see yourself doing over the next maybe 6-8 weeks, 6-8 months? And how can you make sure that you are staying committed to that? I talk a lot about motivation, and that motivation is not what's going to carry you. It is discipline. It is creating a habit. And I really kind of even hate that term, create a habit. You just need to be disciplined. You just need to start doing a thing that is going to get you to a place that's going to make you feel good about the fact that you stayed the course. Because motivation isn't always going to be there. You're going to wake up tired. You're going to wake up just not feeling like you want to do whatever that thing is. Maybe it's go to the gym, or, you know, maybe you're going to stop drinking coffee, or maybe you want to quit smoking, or whatever that thing is that you pick. It's not always going to be motivation that's going to get you there, but it will be discipline. If you can think of the bigger picture and what is that long-term thing. And delayed gratification goes a long way, and we hate it. We go kicking and screaming into delayed gratification. But again, you're so worth it. So think about springtime as we start to enter into spring. What are the things that you fell off the rails about? What are the things that you can lean back into? What can you pick back up and start moving forward on? And don't try to make it some big, giant, lofty thing. Just take small steps. I was talking to a patient the other day, and I have her on a detox. And so she was telling me she stopped the detox because she said she couldn't get 2 shakes a day in. It's a healthy detox, and I use a liver cleansing shake with some healthy foods in there. And she said she couldn't get her second shake in. So she just stopped. And I was like, so you were doing 1 a day? And she goes, yeah, and I couldn't do 2, so I stopped. And I was like, whoa, like what? So I mean, think about that. Why do you sabotage yourself? Like, stop doing that. And I told her, I said, you're doing great. Like 1 is better than none and may not be as great as 2, but it's better than 0. So I think we have this tendency to want to self-sabotage, to want to beat ourselves up, tell ourselves that because it's not looking perfect, that we just should stop. We should just throw it all away and just stop and just don't even lean into it. But listen, done is better than perfect. Progress over perfection. These are all things that you need to keep in mind, that discipline will get you further than motivation. And stop talking yourself out of the things. So just because it doesn't look perfect doesn't mean you can't get there. Doesn't mean that over time you're going to take 3 steps forward and 1 step back, maybe 3 steps forward and 2 steps back, as long as you continue to make forward progress. So that's really the message here. It's springtime. Let's lean back into resolutions. They're not New Year's resolutions. They are springtime resolutions. I think this is a wonderful time to start to set some goals for ourselves, to start to think about, hey, we can get outside. We can start walking. We can get more fresh air. Open up the doors and windows in your home. Let the breeze come through. Wake your home up. Wake your bodies up. Get outside and just experience nature. It will provide so much inspiration for you, maybe some motivation, but you still need to stay disciplined. So, all right, that's all I really wanted to say for today's Reset Monday, is that with springtime comes a rebirth, and I think you all need to reset yourselves, reset your minds, stop thinking it has to be perfect, but let's move forward, and let's move forward together. If you like this video, please share it with somebody who you know could use a little bit of inspiration. And please make sure that you are subscribing to this channel and sharing out this content so that we can continue to grow and get the message that we're all worth a little bit more than we give ourselves credit for. So, all right, thanks so much for being here, and I will see you on the next one.